Good morning and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK, where I have some incredibly exciting news from the wildlife pond. Last night I was out here with my waterproof camera case on my high-powered torch and I have observed baby great crested newts. Now, I created this pond only 12 months ago. We've already had the excitement of seeing adult great crested newts and smooth newts and toads and frogs in the water. I never imagined I would see baby great crested newts, and I've managed to capture them on camera. I'm going to share that footage with you in a moment. Now, the great crested newt and other newts have an incredibly interesting life cycle. The adults lay eggs in the water, wrapped in leaves, single eggs, and those eggs hatch into little larval stage newts. And those larval stage newts hang around in the water and they have external gills. After about 3 months, those gills become lungs and they grow legs and climb out of the water. At that stage, they're called efts, E-F-T-S. And that's what we're going to see today. We're going to see that larval stage newt with external gills. You are also going to see an adult great crested newt and an adult smooth newt, and I got some great footage of a toad swimming in the water. So stick around and enjoy this footage, because this, believe it or not, is all my newt dreams come true. Watch this and I'll see you soon for some more newt adventures. And here is one of those baby great crested newts. Look at it just hanging there in the water. You can tell it's a newt because of its tail. Almost transparent, but very clearly defined in the torchlight. And look at its external gills there as it kind of darts around, and tiny black eyes. As I said earlier, these will develop lungs and eventually legs and arms and crawl out of the water, but that process takes about 3 months. And it's during those 3 months that these little creatures are at risk of predation. This is an adult smooth newt. I think this might be a female. The male smooth newt has a crest along its back. What amazes me is the definition of the tiny little fingers they've got. Look at the little claws. In a moment we are going to see to the left another baby great crested newt in the torchlight. But look at that there. Wonderful little newt just waiting at the bottom of the pond. Away it goes. There's another one, another baby great crested newt. Look at the black eye, look at the fins, and look at the transparent tail. And there in the distance, a couple more. There were literally dozens of them. And all the time around these creatures, you will see other little microorganisms just darting around. This pond is absolutely full of life. If you build any water, a body of water or water feature in your garden, it will become inhabited by strange creatures like this one. Have you ever seen anything like that? A strange vertical tubular creature. It looks like it's come up for air. That was a toad. You just saw a toad flash past the camera. Don't worry, we'll see that again. And there's a great crested newt. I've slowed the footage down here for you so that you can see it. A great crested newt. I think that's a female. The male has a much broader tail and fins. And that was a dragonfly larva. Here's the toad. Look at it lying at the surface, prostrate. And it's obviously disturbed by the light and gone to the bottom. But we can meet it in its own environment because we have an underwater camera. And we can go down and just have a up close and personal look at the toad, and look at it there. Amazing creatures. In a moment you are going to see this toad swim off into the distance, and we'll probably never see it ever again. And away it goes. Isn't that incredible? Here we go, more baby great crested newts. There were dozens of them. Here are 3 in one shot. And there's another one to the left in the distance, just hanging there in the water, tiny little creatures no more than a centimetre long, and surrounded by other little creatures the size of a pinhead. What an amazing underwater alien landscape this is. I think that one might have been somewhat excited by the torchlight and decided to have a little swim. Now bear in mind, I'm not getting too close to these because these are a protected species. What's that red dot swimming around there? I don't know. These are a protected species, so I don't want to disturb them. I just want to observe them and share this incredible experience with you. As I did say in introduction, this is all my newt dreams come true. I've been hoping and praying to have frogs, toads and newts in my wildlife pond, and I was blessed this summer by being able to see them. Now there's that dragonfly larva. Isn't that a spooky, scary looking creature? There, look at it sitting there. Imagine being there in the depths and seeing that arriving, about to eat you. Horrible little things, I think. But the dragonfly lays its eggs on the reeds. It dips its tail in the water. There's another baby newt. And there's another newt. Look, this is an adult newt. Again, that's a great crested newt, that one. I think that might have been a male. Look at this beautiful arum lily, white. Stark relief in the darkness. Oh, and there is another newt on the bottom of the pond. I wonder if you can get closer to that. In fact, right near its tail, there is some kind of other creature. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but we'll get a bit closer. This is a male smooth newt, much smaller than the great crested newt, probably about half the length of the great crested newt. Let's say this is about 4 centimetres and the great crested newt was probably be 8 to 10 centimetres in length. And again, there it is, just sort of, I think it's just eaten. Can you see? It's just grabbed hold of something in its jaws and tried to eat it. There's that little red dot again, just darting around. Why does it have to be red in the darkness? I don't know. But there we go. A smooth newt just sitting, waiting, looking for things to eat, possibly having a break from its breeding cycle. They do breed between late March and June, so we're in May now, so it could still be in its breeding cycle. I've got some more footage of this, and just down here to the bottom right of the screen, you can see another one of those strange, they look like fish, but they're not fish. It's some sort of strange tubular creature just hanging around there. Some duckweed there from the bottom of the pond. Just wonderful. I can spend hours in the evening time by this pond, staring into the depths, hoping to see things, and often not seeing anything, but just full of hope and anticipation, and it's that sort of keeps me out there. Again, if you stand back and look into the water and take a wide view, you will see dozens of these just hanging near the surface, about 3 or 4 inches below the surface. And just hanging there and waiting and growing and maturing. So we're almost at the end of the video now, but there's some pretty good footage of a baby great crested newt. You can see the fins, sorry, you can see the gills, and those will eventually disappear, become lungs. This creature will grow arms and legs, just like the adult newts that you've already seen, and eventually will crawl out of the water and will spend most of its life out of the water. In actual fact, they do come into the water periodically, but mainly in the breeding season, and most of their lives is spent in the undergrowth, in the long grass, underneath rocks. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon for some more newt adventures. Bye for now.